I'm going to talk about editing some dialogue or parts of speech. So this is the presidential edit task that is a Bill Clinton speech, if you didn't know.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Right? Then I want you to edit it so it sounds like this.
I'd have sex with that woman.
Right? So let's go through how to do that. And I've got some instructions here on how to do that. So this process, how this is possible, is that there are these things called voiced and unvoiced consonants, parts of speech you should know about, T's and S's, s, t, 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 s and t, t, t. So there's a lot of different parts of speech that can be manipulated and moved around. So that's what we're exploiting in this case. So we're going to remove did not, and we're gonna put that T, D, T. Sounds very similar. So we're gonna put that T over here. So I had very close to a T and a D. That's a unvoiced consonant. And S, sexual relations, sex relations. Take that S and put it on over there, so it's sex. So I had sex with that woman. So that's the editing task at hand. So again, about voiced and unvoiced consonants. Voiced, I like using the words toys and tots. Toys. So the toys has some throat vibration in there. It's harder to edit that. Whereas tots is just a s, is just an S or a T sound. And that's much easier to move around a voiced consonant. So in this case, we're moving around these unvoiced consonants. They don't have the vocalization, like the throat vibration that makes it harder to move that around. So how are we going to do this? Basically going to take this right here and make those edits as described.
I did not.
So here's the T. Right there. So there's the T. And maybe I'll just use a little bit of tab transient here. Tab over. Right there, and I'll split it. I'm using B. Just chop it right there.
Have.
Right, and maybe I will tab over here.
Have. Sex.
And I'm probably going to put it right around here. Right around there where that consonant is. So I'll split it right there. I'm just going through and making the edits here.
I did not.
So all this.
I didn't.
This did
not.
So that's got to go too. So you're going to have to zoom in. Very precise editing here. Zoom in here.
I did not.
So we want to get rid of the did. Maybe right here.
Did not.
So I'll split it right there.
Did not.
And all of this can just go away. So I'm just going to mute that for now. Mute that.
Have.
The T is going to go right here. This is going to go right over there. Tab over.
Sexual.
Okay. We're going to split it right there.
Sexual. 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 Sexual.
So I'm going to split it right there.
Sexual relations with that woman.
And then.
Relations with that woman. With that woman.
Right there. Split that. And this is all bad. Let's mute that.
With that.
Okay. And now I can start to kind of remove the stuff that I don't need. And let's put it all together. Let's move that out of the way. Move this out of the way.
I have.
So this can go out of the way as well. I can mute that. You can just delete it as well. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to delete it this time. And I'm going to take this right here. Split that.
Have.
And put this on the end there. Or I can just do this. And a lot of this is just a lot of timing. It's going to graph that together. That's pretty good.
Have.
Pretty close, pretty close. Okay.
I have.
And so you got to kind of manipulate the timing here a little bit. Maybe like that. Let's check that out.
I have.
So it sounds a little bit choppy. Yeah. So let's do that. Move that over a little bit.
I'd have.
That's pretty good. That's
I'd
pretty
have
good. It's almost like I've instead of I, but that's okay.
sex with that woman. Sex with that woman.
And so I need that. I think I just chopped something a little bit too soon. I want the S from relations. Computer's acting a little slow here.
Sexual relations with that.
I'm going to get the S right here. And if we zoom way in, we can see what looks like this is the S sound I want. Right? Here's another one. You can just see after a while that the S and T sounds are noise, right? You can see the regular frequency of voiced and then unvoiced, which would be the noise. I'm just going to copy that and then paste it on the end here of this clip. Maybe right around here. Oops. Paste that on there. And let's test the timing now. Pretty good. In context, it'll make more sense.
Sexual relations with that woman. Sexual relations with that woman.
I thought I already edited this, but I think I just trimmed it back out.
Relations with that woman. With that woman.
Tab over.
With that woman.
That's good. Split it right here. So use A, trim the top of it. Bring that right there. Move these over here. And notice how I'm not really getting into any fades yet. I'm just doing the raw edit to make sure that my timing is good before I get into any like nitty gritty with the fades, which can help a little bit. Let's test it out.
I'd have sex with that woman.
So this one's really good, but the timing here is a little bit strange.
I'd have.
So that's a little bit choppy. Here's where we don't use that often, but shuffle mode can be very useful in this editing circumstance. So I can edit that and see how it nudges it forward.
I did have sex.
Oh, that's not going to work. So, but shuffle mode can be very useful in this scenario. I can trim this back, something like that, and then that'll just move.
I'd have.
Okay, maybe this is a little bit. That was good. Here, undo that. This one's a little bit long though, so I'm going to trim it maybe right there and then join them together.
I'd have sex with that woman.
Okay, that's pretty good, but this pause is a little bit long, so let's reduce that a little bit, maybe by about a third or fourth. There we go. And let's test the timing. We want to make sure it's natural flow.
I'd have sex with that woman.
That's good enough for me. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to I don't lose any of the editing, probably just going to option drag it over here. Oops, I'm still in shuffle mode. Go back to slip mode. Now let's try that again. Because shuffle mode's great, but sometimes it's difficult. And I just did that. What the hey? What's going on here? Delete that. Go away. I'm doing this. Why won't it move over here? I've had trouble with this lately. What's going on here? Oh, I'm in shuffle mode. That's why. Go back to slip. Give me slip. There we go. That's why it didn't work. There we go. Okay. I only did that just to show you if I want to consolidate, Option Shift 3 will consolidate into one clip. And you want to name it your last name and hand this and export that file. So here it is before.
I'd have sex with that woman.
Pretty good. And then again.
I'd have sex with that woman.
Same thing, but it's just consolidated. And then we're going to export that. If I can't see the clip list, use that little drop down, hide the file, drop down, export clips as files, and then you're going to export it here, 24-bit 48K, give it your name, and hand that in. All right.